Hi everyone, Jason Camps here from C Squared Racing, and welcome to another team update video where we're going to take you through all of the things that have been going on with C Squared Racing. We've had a lot of things going on over the past couple of months, so we haven't been able to do one of these videos in a while, so we've got a lot to talk about today. Tonight we begin with an update on Kylie New, who has had a busy last couple of months. On October 18th, Kylie competed for the first time in the Junior Champ Kart division at Capital City Speedway, finishing an impressive third place. Not a bad way to debut in a new class. Kylie finished out the month of October with another third place finish in the Hunterstown Speedway Spooktacular in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. And, more recently, Kylie returned once again to Capital City Speedway, where she finished 8th in the Junior Sportsman Champ class after having some tire issues. Pulling double duty, she also finished 6th in the Junior Champ class. Pretty impressive running two classes in one event. Kylie has a couple more races coming up in November, including the annual Turkey Trot at Capital City Speedway on November 21st. As I mentioned, it's been a while since we did one of these videos, so we actually have some events from September to talk about too. On September 4th, I finally got off my butt and got into a car for the first time in 2020, returning to the Indiana State Fairgrounds for an autocross event with the Indianapolis Region SECA. We didn't come away with a win, but it was nice to drive a race car again. We actually covered this event in detail in a video we published just a couple of weeks ago, so if you haven't seen that video, please go check it out. The video will take you through what a day of autocrossing looks like, so if you've ever been curious about what autocross is, or if you've ever thought about trying it for yourself, you'll likely find this video very helpful. We've also got some great in-car footage from the Carbon X Safety Clean Camaro that I'm sure you'll enjoy. We have a link to that video in the description below. We also had the Camaro out for a couple of appearances during the month of September. On the 5th, we attended the Grand Slam Auto Show at Victory Field in Indianapolis. Victory Field is the home of the AAA affiliate of Major League Baseball's Pittsburgh Pirates, so it was really cool to be able to show the Camaro off in an actual stadium. We even got to drive on the field briefly. A lot of people stopped by to see the car, and we were able to hand out some information about the Driven to Save Lives program. We also have a dedicated video about this show, which we'll also provide a link to down in the description. Later in September, we also made an appearance at a smaller show in Speedway, Indiana, just a short drive away from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We handed out more information about Driven to Save Lives, and enjoyed some great food and music too. We were also joined by our good friend Christian Alacio, who is a professional driver who happens to live in the area. Christian even added his name to the Camaro's famous autographed engine cover, joining the likes of Mario Andretti, Jeff Gordon, and well over 100 other names. Christian must have been some good luck for us too, because we also got a Top 20 award in the car show. We mentioned before just how busy the month of October was. Much of that was due to a lot of activity going on at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where, as many of you know, I work as a track fireman. I had a lot of really early mornings at the Speedway, which, if you ever get a chance to experience it, is the most gorgeous time to be an IMS. The highlight of the month had to be the weekend of the IndyCar Harvest Grand Prix, which was actually 2 races on Friday and Saturday, along with an 8-hour sports car race on Sunday. It was also the first weekend that fans were allowed back at the track, with 10,000 being allowed in. What made this weekend especially cool for me was that on Friday I was assigned to the pit of Joseph Newgarden, who went on to win the race. As the assigned fireman for that car, I went along with it to Victory Lane. I didn't get to spray any champagne with the team or anything like that, but I did get to be up on Victory Podium in case anything happened with the car. Though I didn't get to see much of what was going on since I was behind the podium backdrop, it was pretty cool to see the drivers come up and get their trophies and their champagne bottles. The following weekend, I was there supporting the Moto America motorcycle race, and if you happen to be watching the coverage on Fox Sports, you might have seen me attending to an incident that brought out a red flag late in the final race. I even made the race highlights. Lastly, we want to talk about the PRI trade show, put on every December in Indianapolis by the performance racing industry. This event is a critical time for our team as we get to have a lot of face-to-face interactions with companies, which is extremely important for us as we seek new sponsorship. In fact, every significant sponsorship relationship we've had has come directly or indirectly from a meeting we had at the PRI trade show. This year, however, due to health concerns, the show was canceled. While it was the right thing to do, it does make our funding efforts more difficult. Thankfully, remote communications are pretty normal to everyone now, and so we'll adapt and carry on. As always, we include our contact information in the description of every video, so if any companies out there are interested in reaching out to us, just send us a message over any of our social media accounts, and we'd be happy to set up a more formal meeting and provide you with a formal proposal. Well, that's it for this update. Please stay tuned for more content on this channel and across our many social media platforms. We have some very cool ideas for future videos, so if you haven't already subscribed, please do so that you can be notified when those videos get uploaded. Until then, thanks everyone for joining us, and we'll see you on the next lap.